Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jeremy, and I am playing Julian. I shot first Illix.
What did you actually?
This is Jeff playing Jerr. I hate when he does that Lan.
This is Johnny playing Chine. I think I got your back, North.
This is Ellie playing Archi, who doesn't know what's going on.
And this is Sam playing I Got Us All Into This. I mean, no, let me change that. This is Aaron playing I Got Us All Into This Sam. Wow. Someone's a little too into character at the moment.
What's that shade?
And I'm Jordan, and I am playing the Game Master. Okay, time for another flashback. Archie, it has been about 6 weeks since you left the animal preserve. You are just now arriving at Consiglio. It was awkward because you had to travel basically by land until you got to the mountains, and then you had to get past security and get onto a Zeppelin, and then fly the rest of the way to Consiglio, because as soon as you hit the mountains, the environment is just untenable for any kind of life to really exist there, except for a few stragglers who choose to make their existence beyond the reach of normal society. How did you like the Zeppelin ride?
It was interesting.
This was your first time really interacting with humans. On the whole, did you have a good time? Did you have a good experience? Or did they strike you as different than you expected?
They seem very sociable creatures. Most, but not all. Which confused me, because the only thing that I've ever talked to was BR and the control. What is weather? What is a handshake? What is its purpose? I find their way of life pointless. What is their reason of being? I decided to keep my distance.
Okay. There's only so much that you can do that. I mean, obviously, most of the trip you're able to maintain a certain amount of seclusion, but once you're disembarking from the Zeppelin, you will have to go through customs. And it's just like any other international trip that one would have gone through. You have to go through the lines and hand your paper over for stamping, and your bags get checked and all that fun stuff. They ask you if you are bringing anything that might have some weird biological matter on it into the country. As you're going through, your paperwork gets flagged. Excuse me, sir, we're going to need you to come over here to this room for some extra questions.
Why?
Just merely routine.
Routine for what?
All I know is that your information came up in this system as someone we need to talk to. And that's up to the interrogators.
This is the North Sarla end?
Yeah, this is this Consiglio end of the line.
Okay.
Yeah, just ran the scenario in my head. I'm gonna go.
You're going to go with the individuals
Yes.
to the interrogation room. Okay. We sit there for hours. No one comes to talk to you. It's probably one of the most routine and mundane things that could happen. And just as you're getting bored of counting the ceiling tiles for the 37th time...
127.
127 tiles.
It's a large room.
Yeah.
Small tiles.
Small tiles. Some combination thereof. The door opens, 3 soldiers come in. One of them has a sniffing dog with them. They pick up your passport and open it up. What was Archie's last name again? Did we ever get one?
He doesn't remember one.
Archie Grayson. What were you doing outside of Consiglio?
I believe I am now in Consiglio. So what is the problem?
We need to know about your activities outside of the country and the city. And you had been given a backstory by Control in case something like this would have happened.
What are the outside towns?
Well,
I want to be accurate.
You can make up one because we don't have many.
yes.
Oh, okay.
So we are.
So I was in none of your business.
Yep.
Central.
Okay. None of your business, Central.
Yeah.
What's your occupation?
I'm a bartender.
Bartender. Were you traveling for business, pleasure,
Personal.
personal?
Visiting family.
Mm-hmm.
Do I really have to explain that my grandfather was dying? Or shall we end this here?
No, we'll just let our dog here just go through your belongings really quick just to make sure that there's nothing here that's suspicious. And then you should be able to go about your business.
Well, obviously you thought there was something suspicious about me as I walked off.
Random check, sir.
Well, according to my paperwork, I'm valid to be here. So if you'll excuse me, I think I shall be leaving.
I'm sorry, you can't do that until the dog checks everything.
I assure you I have nothing to hide.
All right then, this shouldn't take too terribly long. Would you mind opening your bags?
Sure.
I was imagining that Archie was traveling rather light, maybe just like a single knapsack, just with maybe a change or two of clothes, that kind of thing.
A wheel of cheese, maybe.
A wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
We all have our creature comforts, and the dog might like it. So the dog pokes around in your bag, doesn't seem to notice anything, and then it starts sniffing you. The dog's hackles go up. The handler reaches up. Central, we have a 274.
How many people are in there?
There's 3 soldiers and you, and the dog.
Where are the soldiers placed in the room, and where am I aligned to the door?
So you're sitting at a table in the middle of the room. Your knapsack is on the floor next to your feet. One soldier's by the door, one is handling the dog, and the other is standing far end of the table from you.
Archie's going to slowly grab his bag and is going to thrust the table towards the dog and the handler.
Okay.
Run towards the one at the other end of the table, grab him by the wrist and twist him around and kick him in the back of the knees.
Okay.
Throws him to the side.
I'm assuming you're trying to get through the doors.
But there's one at the door.
Yeah.
What is the weaponry in his hand?
He has an automatic rifle.
Since Archie's really badass, you know that move in Rush Hour 2? But no, Rush Hour, you go switch over and crack the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll need to make a roll for that
Yeah,
one.
I figured.
Yeah.
What are we using for that roll?
Brawling.
Yeah, it sounds like a brawling.
12.
That wouldn't even get you to the target number. So they managed to keep the gun. They use the rifle, the butt end, to slap you across the head, like just a full on schmuck, as hard as they can. And it's enough to spin you around. And so you fall to the ground. The rifle is shoved right into your face. You're just seeing stars. Actually, you're not seeing stars, you're seeing
Bears?
a quick reload screen. And he says, you stay right where you are. He grabs his walkie-talkie, says, we need a coder in here, stat. And they come in, and you can feel knees on your arms, like holding you down. And all of a sudden, everything goes black. And modern day, there's a bubble of water around your head, Jeremy.
And a bullet flying out of
And
your
the
gun.
bullet flying out of the gun.
Okay.
Julian was going to drop I was going to drop a fate point on this roll.
Okay.
So,
Shot.
You're only down to 1 fate point?
yep.
It's only second.
Yep.
Second roll.
It's a very important shot.
It is. It
a very
is.
important shot.
Go ahead and roll your dice.
It's higher than that.
Man, there's a lot of
There
fives.
are a lot of Yahtzee.
Yeah.
36.
So the shot goes off without a hitch. And it's traveling, straight shot, beautifully lined up. It looks like it's going to hit. Perfect. As it gets closer to the clearing, it starts slowing down. And it starts turning into like this bright, molten looking star. And it stops just centimeters from Dell's head.
Well, Julian wouldn't be able to see this
Right.
because as soon as he shot the bubble of water,
Yeah.
so
But Sam is seeing this. Dell reaches up and picks it out of the air, and blows on it. Well, it's good to see other people have your back as well, Sam.
and Julian at that point is going to again speak elementally to Jerr's elemental, and says, "There's another elemental. They put a bubble of water around my head. Help!"
Can Chime see the bubble of water?
Oh yes.
Okay, Chime's gonna try to just tear it off. I mean,
So, Jerr would get sort of a sense of panic and be like, "What the heck is going on?"
You say that out loud.
Yeah.
You would have heard a shot.
he also
too.
heard the gunshot. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no silencer on that.
Yep.
I guess Jerr would feel the sense of panic strongly in the direction of
Us.
Julian and Chime. He would be like just looking to see if he can see what's going on.
Archie says, "Calm down. What is going on?"
That's what we need to find out. And just takes off in the direction of the panic.
Are you kidding me? Archie starts running towards with them.
Okay. So you're trying to shake.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the water off of him.
Okay.
And Julian is also trying to
Yeah.
grasp at his face and
Put a straw in his mouth.
I was just thinking. I was like, it just needs a straw.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative. One
That's
second.
good.
good thing there's no wow. 17.
Okay.
Nice. 11.
7.
Too
Okay.
nice.
Very
Nice.
good.
My one high roll for the day.
8.
You seem so happy about that 8.
I got -3.
What did you get? 3? Okay.
3.
All right. Who has the higher perception?
I rolled 2 dice,
So that would be 1.
and you rolled 1.
So you go first. All right. Julian, Sam, Jordan, Chime, Jerr, Archi. You have a bubble of water around your head.
I do.
What are you going to do next?
Can you brawl the bubble of water? I mean,
I mean, if you were going to do anything, I would imagine it would be reflex-based.
yeah. Julian's just going to try and get out of the bubble of water. Try and remove it from his head, shake it off, do something.
Okay.
He's just kind of pulling and moving frantically to get it off his head.
Okay. Go ahead and roll reflexes.
Okay. Nice. 14.
So you are able to push the water away from your face for a second, just enough to get a breath, and then it just kind of coalesces back.
So you hear the slosh of water, then and then the slosh water back again.
Right back into place. Up next is Sam. You just watched your old CEO pluck a bullet out of the air.
So, how close are we? We're talking, so we're...
I would imagine that you are within a
3 to 4
socially expectable distance.
So about 3 feet.
I would say about 2 meters. You don't want to be too close to them because they could have reached out and hit you. But you don't want to be too far so that you're yelling.
No, we were sitting down, so we're probably a little bit closer.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. 4 feet. Logistically speaking, watching the bullet, you said it turned white hot.
Mm-hmm.
Was it melting, or was that due to resistance? I mean,
That's a good question.
okay, because at first I think I was understanding that it was melting as it was flying, and I'm just making sure that...
well, yeah, the shade should be able to tell if a fire elemental influence that or anything.
I would think it would just be wind friction.
That's my thought. Does Dell seem to be, other than his comment about it seems like you have friends backing you up? What is Dell's posture?
Completely relaxed.
Okay. Sam's gonna stay relaxed.
Okay.
And think, Shade, back me up on this.
Okay.
They must have gotten jittery. I clearly, I didn't do anything to tell them to do that. So, you'll have to teach me that bullet trick when we get to where we are going. And as I am saying those words, I am pulling the explosive charges that I have out of my pocket or bag using sleight of hand.
Okay. And you spend a fate point on this.
Yeah, that's kind of 18. 18 sleight of hand. Does he see me pulling out the explosive charges?
No.
Okay. I am going to attempt to set them next to me and set a timer.
That's a second action.
So that's okay. Wait till the next round.
No, you can do it, but you have to take dice away.
Now, will that be another sleight of hand action? Or will that be a demolitions action? I would like to make sure he doesn't notice. So I believe sleight of hand.
I think that would more be a demolition.
No, of course.
Of course. How many character points can I use in one? 3.
You only have a 1 in demolitions?
Go big or go home.
Oh boy.
I am slowly setting the explosive charge.
I'm imagining you're doing this behind your back.
Yeah,
like,
just like-
while we're talking.
Okay, not bad. 1 character point.
Okay.
Oh gosh. 2 character points.
2-1!
And my 3rd character point.
How do you roll 3 1s in a row? So you doubled your roll from 3 to 6.
The odds were not in your favor.
The odds were definitely.
The bones did not fall in your favor, sir.
So
Oh my gosh.
what happens to the explosive charge as I
Fumble it.
Because he was doing it behind his back. He was standing a little bit away from Dell. And you drop it. And it stops about your knee level.
Okay.
And Dell just kind of, there's like this breeze that's around your legs. And Dell brings it up and holds it up like right about level with your chest. And he goes, oh, looks like you have your own back. And he just kind of like squeezes with his hand, and you can feel the air just compress in and just crumple the timer and just absolutely
destroy the timer.
destroy the timer, break the plastic up into small little chunks, and then just lets it all just fall to the ground.
Okay. It's my set of actions.
And he's like, and you're right, we will be going somewhere, and I can show you. And he just kind of holds up his hand, and you feel like something, like the air just squeezing.
She pushes back.
Okay.
Is that his action?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So that is how
It's
it
my
is
turn.
being opposed. Shade is pushing back.
okay.
Much better than 3 ones.
No, there's still another 3 and 3 1s.
Versus a whole lot of dice.
32.
I'm at 19.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're dangling in the air now,
Okay.
and you can't catch your breath.
Okay.
And he pulls out a small gun and holds it on you. Reaches behind a pile of debris and pulls out a helmet.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Yeah. It's Chime's turn.
We got Waterface here.
Now, if only you knew where Aquaman was.
Marking on it.
Looks right at Jeff.
Alright. I started to reach for him. Do I see his hands just passing through the water, basically?
Yes.
Or is it like grab onto water? So if it's just passing through the water, and he's thrashing about, I can't get a hold of him.
I guess what I'm going to do is pull out my pistol and just start shooting
Shooting where?
towards Dell.
If you can hit Del, then
Hopefully he's distracted.
Yeah,
you think Del is the one doing this.
I do.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know any better.
Look at
8.
7.
He's distracted.
So is that?
Kidding me.
Roll damage.
Okay, I don't know what the damage is for my pistol.
I have 3D,
3D
plus 2.
plus 2. The plasma rifle. I need plasma again.
Oh. 6.
19.
Yeah, it hit, bounced right off.
Oh, that's fine.
It bounced off his helmet. Alright, Jerr.
I'm following the panic that I feel. Yeah, and I heard another shot. What, about a quarter of the way there? Or halfway there?
About halfway there. You come around a corner and you can see what's happening from a distance.
Okay.
So if you want to just get halfway there, I will allow you to do an action at a reduced dice.
Okay.
level.
Gonna try and pull the water away from your face so you can breathe. 9.
Was that a success?
Enough to get another gasp in. Yeah.
Hey Archie, what you doing?
We're going to find out what Archie does right after this break.
Have you ever watched an absolutely terrible movie and thought to yourself, what were they thinking?
Because we sure have.
So much so that we named our podcast after it.
What were they thinking?
Starring me, Nathan.
And Brendan.
Every other week, we take a bad to questionable movie and unpack it, so you don't have to.
And then every other week, we A your Q's with our mailbag.
Or, talk about whatever.
Yeah, no big whoop.
No big whoop at all. So that's What Were They Thinking?
You can catch us on Podbean, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and more.
Also, a ton of platforms that Brendan made up.
Alright, and we're back.
What you gonna do?
I was chasing Jerr, arrived at the scene, witnessed what went down with the bubble, kind of look over, kind of smile to myself because I hate that guy. I think that this feels oddly familiar, like deja vu. Like I've seen somebody in this predicament before.
Del basically has Sam suspended in the middle of the air, gasping for breath while pointing a pistol at her. In front of you, you can see Jerr has just stopped, like right in front of you. He's gasping for breath as he's trying to do something that looks like it's really far away. And beyond that, you see a rifle lying on the ground, and Julian kind of jerking around trying to beat a puddle of water off of his face, or like it looks like a sphere of water has surrounded his face. And Chime is just pointing his pistol all sorts of directions.
No. Pointing straight at Dell.
At Del. I'm pointing his pistol at Del.
And he hit him better than anybody else have done. I wasn't gonna name any names. I was just saying.
Jeremy's a little bit bitter about that. Hit him with an 8. The look on Jeremy's
I
face.
missed with a 30-something.
So that's what's going on.
I'm gonna pick up the rifle.
Okay.
Don't really think about putting this guy out of his misery, but feel a weird sensation to go search for Sam. Gonna go down the street.
Towards Sam.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, top of the round. Julian.
Brawling with the water. I'm gonna get another breath of air at least. Nope.
We should just rolling dice and instead just say that we fail everything.
Static failure.
Sam is next.
How lit is it?
Oh, it's dank. It's not lit very well at all.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to shadow. $16. There's
Yeah, you got
11.
it. 16 exactly.
14, 15, 16. And so I just turn to shadow, and settle to the ground.
You're switching out your dice?
Yes. That's my action.
Okay.
Yes. I think I'll take that action too.
No, the turning to shadow is my action. So it is dank. It is not dark. It is very dark.
Yes.
And I just disappear.
Yes.
From as far as this guy is concerned.
And I believe that's his
It is his turn. So I'm imagining that the robot is coming directly at Sam and Del.
Archie.
Chime and Julian are still
In the alley.
And
Jerr's sort of
In between.
yes.
so I am rolling. I'm going to roll a wind blast against everybody who can be seen at this point.
Can everybody be seen?
Except for Sam.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and see if you stay on your feet. So this would be a physique roll, I would imagine, to stay on your feet, or acrobatics.
Stamina? Stand-ima?
I actually think it would be stamina.
I know in
At least-
Pillars of Eternity, stamina is what you use to see if you are knocked down.
Let me take a look at the description here for stamina.
Might be fortitude.
Physical endurance and resistance to pain, disease, and poison. I guess I could see that as an endurance.
It's paying one extra pip.
You fight for the little victories.
It takes away
Today, clearly we need it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
I might be spending some character points.
Does it blow the water off your face?
I might not be spending some character points.
So what'd you get?
3!
Cool.
24.
24. Gosh. Really impressive.
7.
12.
Nice.
8, 9, 39.
You call that not a good roll?
I didn't have
That's
a
what you
stick of the
said!
Wild die.
Oh my god!
Just because you don't have a 6 doesn't mean it's not a good roll.
I know.
Yeah. It's not a good roll unless you get over 50.
Apparently my 30-something wasn't a good roll either.
Nope, it was horrible.
Well, I'm not spending character points. There's no way.
Right.
Nope.
But does it knock the water off my face?
That is a valid question.
Even or odd.
Does Archie want to use character points?
So Archie can stay standing.
It's a 3.
My system works 9 times out of 10.
So you can spend up to 3 character points. If it's a 6, it explodes, and you're trying to get from what you had 24 to above 39. That'd be hard.
Nah, I wouldn't go.
I wouldn't go for it.
Just
Of course,
fall down.
Jordan's going to tell you not to go for it.
Just
But
fall down.
I still wouldn't go for it.
We're not taking damage.
The water bubble did.
Yes. Y'all get knocked down?
Alright, so that means it's my turn now.
Yes.
Alright, so I get knocked down. So yeah, on my back, do I see anybody, like, above or anything?
You hear footsteps approaching you. From behind.
From behind. Alright, I want to look. And what do I see?
You see a Black Ops soldier. Like full black body armor, assault rifle, helmet, lights on the helmets.
My little pistol's not going to damage his body armor. Unless I'm really, really good.
I mean, you could try another approach. You could try and, like, calm him down.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to slowly get up and keep my pistol down. So he knows I'm not pointing it at him or anything. Say to him. And I'm going to spend a point. A point. Double my dice.
Grab that whole bag of dice.
You're helping the wrong side here. You are helping the one who wants to actually hurt you the most. I know you've worked together, but trust me, it's not for your good. It's not good for the city. It's not good for Consiglio. It's not good for the council. We need you to help us, not him. So I'm on persuade.
Now, can this be opposed? Like with presence, I would just imagine.
Willpower.
Yeah.
43.
Okay. 15.
We need your help to stop him. And I point at Dell.
He lowers the rifle,
Okay.
and he falls down to his knees in the middle of the street, and he starts crying. He pulls out a pistol, and he's like, "If only you knew." And he blows his own brains out.
That's not what I wanted, but
But that's
All right, it is turn of Jerr.
Jerr is going to get back up and try and pull the water off of.
It's off.
it's off.
Well, yeah, but he didn't see that because he fell down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He has a point.
yeah.
He's gonna get up and try and continue to pull the water off of Julian's head, but then see that it's not there anymore. Julian, where did it come from? You're the one that can talk to the elementals.
Julian has no clue. He's just going to shrug.
I guess my attention would be drawn to Dell then. Gonna try and bloodbend. Pull the water out of him.
Is there a target number?
Oh my gosh! Oh, what the heck, Jeff?
That was not what I wanted.
All of us in our ones tonight.
I love it.
how are we not dead yet?
10. I rolled a 20.
Well, do you have a target number?
Control element, basically.
Was it in the magic book, or was it in this one?
Are you talking for the difficulty?
Yeah. Difficulty for control element. It would be the same for whatever element. So
Yeah.
it would be the same for fire, same for water, same for air, same for earth.
I don't remember anything being out of in the 20s. I think the highest was 18.
Well,
Well, all right. So you succeed.
I start drawing the water out of
His body.
Dell.
Talk about extreme dehydration.
Yeah. Describe that for me. What's this look like?
All of his sweat pores would start pulling out, and his saliva would be like
remember that scene from
Drooling from-
X-Men 2? When Magneto
drooling from the
pulled
corners of his
iron out
mouth.
of
Yeah. His eyes would start, tears would be like flying away from his face.
And getting trapped in his helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. Archie, it's your turn.
Okay. Archie's gonna have the gun at the ready, but he keeps switching between the two.
Switching between.
Jerr, right? And Dell.
Sounds good. Who do you want to shoot first, Jerr or Dell?
Why is she pointing it at me?
I don't think Archie knows what to do next.
Huracan. Do it.
Which one?
He's of no use to me anymore. And you feel this strong attraction towards Dell.
Archie whips the gun and pulls the trigger several times.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your shooting skill. Marksmanship.
Oh, that's gonna be a sad day, y'all.
Do you want to maybe spend a fate point?
Yes!
To double it to 2.
Oh my gosh.
Let's have some sort of chance here. This is a sad day.
It's okay, he's an easy target.
Am I gonna be any use anymore? 8.
8. You rolled an 8. Because he's already occupied, I'm going to say that he doesn't. You're mad at this, aren't you?
Yes, I am. My 38 was not enough.
You know that's how this system works.
Oh my gosh.
Send your growl, send your growl.
That was an epic shot.
It was.
That was a pretty epic shot.
You can hate me later, but it's making for a great story.
It is. It is.
Meanwhile, Archie has the gun backwards.
Somehow, just
You shoot the gun, and it feels like fire is rushing out of your body.
Ooh, gosh.
So it's 5.
Is it actually multiplied by fire?
Yes.
Do you
So
want
it's
to? Are we stacking this damage?
Sure.
Well,
Roll
no more Dell.
11d. Yes.
Do you have enough dice?
Fire damage is 4, and the rifle damage is 7.
Oh. Too much dice for one hand to hold. Come on. Star Wars, we've rolled like 30 dice.
There any numbers?
They all say
They're all
dead,
sixes.
Dead.
36.
36. 7.
He's dead.
He's not just dead.
He's dead.
He's ashes.
Go ahead and describe what it looks like.
Several bullets fly from the gun, enveloped in flames, each becoming larger as it comes closer to its target.
Now there's water just coming off of him.
So it's like sizzling as it goes towards him.
Okay. Smoke rises from the streams as the bullets fly through.
Okay.
Since I rolled an 8, one hits him in the shoulder,
Okay.
one hits him in the ribs,
Okay.
and one hits him in the throat.
Right underneath where the helmet comes down.
Okay.
Sam
When
puts
the
out a
bullets hit,
shadow and
fire envelops the whole body.
Okay. There's a cyclone of air.
Julian had just sat up
Yeah.
and sees that happen, and he's going to shout out, "Everybody hang on to something!"
I hang on my gun.
Your gun.
Now it's time for a flashback. You've been incarcerated for several months, Archie. They basically keep you in a cage, concrete cage, where you can barely reach out your arms and touch the walls. You can't move because your higher functions have been shut down. All that's left is your elemental. And your elemental has been trying to seep out and find weaknesses in the concrete and push its way out. But there's something that keeps on repelling it back into its chassis. You can barely keep track of how many milliseconds have clicked by because of the lack of power to your CPU. And then a door opens and you're pulled out and you're slapped down onto a metal gurney and you're rushed into a cold, brightly lit operating theater. You can just barely loll your head over and you can see a man's body crisped beyond belief. And there are 3 people wearing helmets in the room and several surgeons. One of the doctors said, "We don't know if any of your son will remain in the elemental." One of the people wearing the helmet say,
"I don't care. Just get him into that body."
Another person wearing the helmet says,
"Flame, this could cause the virus that we've seen in the other experience to happen again. I don't care, Dark.
Says Flame.
I don't care what you did in your Blackhawk days, what you tried. We're going to make this work. He can't die."
And you feel this heat rushing over your body as a surgical oxygen mask is clamped over your face, and they begin to pull back your metal ribs, and flames just start rushing into where your water elemental should be. Thank you so much for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Ellie, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.